No, Perlita, what you and Bernard and the GPS Knight and the Fegatilla All-American are doing is stupid. See, if you want to play the Adam and Eve or Lilith story and you want to try to play Lilith so you can run around and run your con, Perlita, with the Robo Knight and Ellery's and, create your little reality with the Hillbilly Hicks, Jim Hall, Bill the Ball, and Ellery's, supposedly be immortal, it proves how stupid you are, Perlita, for doing that ghetto-style stuff. Oh, now I'm going to be the Lilith, or this and that. So, let me put it to you this way, Perlita. Now they can prove that Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Rays, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinlan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961 Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Bat Ford, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS, Paso Robo, Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon and Ellery's, the Carnies, the Country and Western, the Ghetto Life, and all that shit you guys do, Cowboy and Indians. But the group of you are the ones making ghetto dykes, Perlita, trying to play the Lilith, and so you can be the ghetto girl, the hump or whatever. And you know how stupid that is. And see, Perlita, maybe like if you listen to Bjork and she said, make your own stamp, your flag, raise your own flag, make your own stamp. Maybe if she didn't want to be a ghetto dyke with you, Perlita. Maybe they get sick and tired of that when you guys don't listen and do all that shit. So then there we got the groupie clan again, Perlita, and then persisting with Joe that they're the all-American, know everything DJ and Ministry of Sound. And the whole time, she's sitting in Iceland or whatever, and she didn't want to be a ghetto dyke. So we'll suppose that Lilith or Eve and Perlita or your little team of the Bitted Fat, so they get to prove something about the group of you in which you do All-American until Fegatilla and GPS Knight about how big of frauds you all are as he goes down there to create his magical land, his porno set again. So now Bjork gets to prove how stupid you are too, Perlita, and how the All-American and Karen and all them are. Don Wiley and Joe, how they just sit around and turn themselves into fat, nasty, stank blobs. So be careful what you assert there, Perlita, because it means you're also not the Lilith or the Eve either. You just assign some religious role to yourself so you can run around and be ghetto, stank, bitch and shit. And they let you. And so now, like I said, those people have been waiting, the music artists that you all profess to have listened to, that you became groupies with, or tried to be groupies with, get to prove how Perlita Quinlan and the All-American and the GPS Robo Knight and Joe and Harry and, their little hillbilly faction with the Carnies make ghetto dykes, and how fucking stupid that shit is, and how Red Randy and them do that shit. See, Mrs. Kintier also gets to prove how stupid Red Randy is. Yeah, Peter Boyles does too. So like I said, we find another source of where the prison fag story gets from the Carney running around, who's in other people's shit that he shouldn't be. So they're giving it to you, Mr. Football of Ohio, of how dumb you all are for following the 61 amphibious basic experimentator man and Perlita Joan Quinlan and the GPS Robo Knight. So how much more clear is it going to get for you guys that you're a religious nutter cult Jonestown and all these Coast Negro and Branch Comedians and Haven Gate, Little Bernardo LaCarney, Gila Fag of LaChance. So they're letting him, we know who's making the ghetto dykes now, and he's trying to play the Lilith Eve story so she can be a ghetto dyke and have children and plop out all this shit and play your crappy actors, Perlita and Karen, Joe, Harry, Ellery. You always have been. So there they can prove 2 mathematically, 3, and then 2, about how the frauds entered through the United States with their supposed pilgrimage of professing to be the divine light of godly heavenliness of Genesis, and they've constantly lied about that too. And there's another reason. So Bjork gets to prove how you made them sick too, Perlita, and how dumb you guys' plan is always